Hey guys, hey everyone.
Hello, friends. Yes, now the town hall number 5. Already 5 times when we met. So today we will speak about some results of the last month, and we'll share some new interesting features that are coming. And I
Today is
really
our
glad
anniversary.
together with me.
Yeah, I
You
will
never
share
walk,
also some
walk
updates.
alone. Yeah, so I will start from the sharing screen to tell what's new in the stake drop and in the list of the stake drops. So by the last proposal, number 13, it's finished, and this is the new list of the networks that participate in the distribution of the PHMN for the individual delegators. It means that we will distribute PHMN only by the individual delegators, not by the foundations. So if any foundation delegate us in any of these chains, we will not distribute PHMN by them because they already have a lot of funds, and we are community-based validator. We are interested in the distribution PHMN among the wide amount of the individual players.
Yes, Francis, as you might see, we started, if you didn't know about that, we started to validate few new chains as Akash network, as Aura network, Stride Zone, Omniflix. Omniflix turned the inflation Kive network. Yeah, but from the Kive network, we won't distribute at this stake drop because they don't have a price. We can't calculate the amount of PHMN to be distributed for this chain. So just want to share it to make sure that it's impossible to calculate this moment, but when the price will go live on some exchange, we will add it to the stake drop distribution.
Yes, thank you, Valentin, for this moment. So we also create the list of the networks on our GitHub. I will post it here that people can see the direct information because everything will be updated from here. So only Kive network for now is not really participated. It will be participated, but when we will understand the real market price of the Kive to count the share of every individual delegator. So now we can see that 48.5% of total supply issued. So for this quarter, we will create 2,500 PHMN more. And as we can see, the signs last stake drop more. We have more and more people who hold the PHMN in DAS, because now the percentage again 80.7% of the true holders. So more and more PHMN in DAS. As I was promising, I decrease my voting power in the post-human DAS, and now it's just 5.07%. If you want to see the real stats, online stats for the PHMN, as we have the beautiful online tool. Here is, you can see how much addresses have PHMN in DAS, how much PHMN unlocked, what is which amounts in the unbonding period. So here is, we can see that totally unbonded 1,600, and this is amount from unbonded by me. I will not sell this amount. I will distribute it among the contributors and developers of the post-human and the post-state.
Vladimir, need to clarify one point. There is red color means that it is already unbonded, and the white yellow color means that it is in the process of unbonding, right?
Yes, this is red. It's already unbonded. You can see unlocked, but not withdrawn. So some people unlock the PHMN, but still didn't withdraw it from the DAS. This is orange. It's unlocked today. Today will be unlocked 2 PHMN more. And unlocked tomorrow or later, you can see the dates when it will be unlocked. So why people unlocked PHMN? Maybe some of them want to sell it, maybe some of them, and you see, this is interesting when you only, well, it's online data, so it's updated. So this person 0.51 totally sure that this all addresses is the addresses of the one person because it's impossible that it's not the one person. This is how the big data works.
Guys, and as you can see, we have maximum level of transparency. No one project in any network have same level of transparency as we have.
Yes, I think we have the one of the highest level of the transparency. But somebody needs to be an example. Here is, you can see this is my address. Now it's updated with 2,600. Number 2, I don't know who is it, but less and less big whale addresses. And to be true, we have a good level of the distribution because we have 1,000 near to 1,600 addresses. Here is
Vladimir. I think we should say big thank you for English-speaking posthuman community because they asked us to launch validators in Akash network and in Stride network. They just said, please launch the networks we have to delegate to us, and we launched and they really delegated.
Yes. This is so amazing. We're really excited of our community because we see how people involve, and this is the greatest synergy. When the validator is not the only some small group of the people and they do what they want. When the delegators and validators became literally the same, and when we can together with the community tell what we will do, let's try it. We can delegate. Okay, let's do it. This is amazing. So as we can see, more and more PHMN in the DAS. Even if more and more PHMN added to the circulation, with the next stake drop, it will be 2,500 more PHMN added. And when it will be? At first, we want to finish this proposal about changing in the PHMN distribution. It's number 14. It's about the magic transactions. And after this proposal, this is the process of this changing of the networks and collecting of the magic transactions. We just want to make it much more easy way. So we now need to refresh this list of the magic transactions because some of the people was sending magic transactions for the many times already. Some of the networks that was in the list at the beginning now not in the list. For example, such networks like Cerberus and such networks as the SIF chain, also well as Solana. So this is the updated list, and we want to make everything beautiful and nice, and that's why now Valentin will share the presentation. We are preparing the cool account for every posthuman. So every posthuman need to have an easy access for the all functionality of as the posthuman validator, as the POSTSTATE in the future. So Valentin, and I also see that Daniel here.
Yeah, so at this moment, we could see the web interface that would be used for the managing of your PHMN assets, of every activity or something like that related with validator posthuman. And in the future, I believe we will integrate also staking directly from this personal web interface. So what is it? You could have your own access to your all staked PHMN. You could do next things right there. I will show it. So at the homepage, you will be able to set your own NFTs as your profile pictures. These NFTs would be minted on the OmniFlix for the delegators. This rarity of these NFTs would be chosen from the NFTs you already have, SBTs on OmniFlix that you have been received from your delegations. We distributed with stake drops.
Verify this moment a little bit here, friends. Every delegator in every hour chain from since the beginning received not only PHMN. Every delegator received also SBTs, and these SBTs of the stakers, exist NFT and exist non-transferable NFT, SBT, soul bonded tokens, and OmniFlix gives us possibility to create these SBTs. And if you are a delegator of the posthuman, you can go to the OmniFlix, connect your wallet, and you will see these non-transferable NFTs, SBTs, with the bronze staker, silver staker, gold staker, platinum staker, or brilliant staker. These SBTs will be implemented in our decentralized governance model after the launching of our own blockchain. I already was speaking about it on the previous town halls. But also, this is not only one feature. So we don't want to create something useless. We spend our lives, we spend our time to create something useful, because we don't want to create just something that nobody need after. We don't want to spend a life for this bullshit. So we want that everything that we do have some great usability. And this is usability of these SBTs. It will be not the only participation in the decentralized governance. It also will give you some more bonuses. For example, we will have the big mint campaign, and with these SBTs, you will able to mint you different avatars for your account, but it will be not only avatars for your account. Of course, it will be used in the POSTSTATE, in this account of the POSTHUMAN, but also it will be used in the games. We will launch the Metarchy game, and it will be part of the cross-gaming synchronization. So it means these NFTs will be useful not only in the one game, but in all the games that are joined, that will be the part of the cross-gaming synchronization. For now, these SBTs, it's more for our understanding, and that we can remember who was our delegator, who not, when we will transfer all our activity from the Juno network to their own blockchain. We will see who was with us for all this period of time. That everybody will be not forgotten by us.
Yeah, guys, and if you delegated to Posthuman and never visited the omniflix.market/NFTs, just try to check your account. You probably have Posthuman NFTs. It is SBT NFTs, which Vladimir just explained for what they need, for what we will use it in the nearest future. And going next with your personal web page in future, it will be on the app.posthuman.digital. So next thing right here, you could visit web page of the Posthuman. Also, you could change the language. If you will want to add some different language, you could ask about it and make a request to add another one language. So you will be able to watch there your Posthuman balance. And there in the pools tab, you will able to see your liquidity if you're providing some on any pools we will have or we have at this moment. Next step, what we will do right here, we will integrate the claim.
Can you return back to the pools and click on
for sure.
pool? For example, click on the Atom PHMN pool. Yeah, you see, for now, we just create the easy web interface that looks also so minimalistic, but also very nice, much more better than we can see the interface of the DAO. DAO have a very beautiful usability, but we can understand that it's a developers create this DAO, and technically it's beautiful, but we think that code is great, but also user interface also need to looks nice. So we try to make this user interface looks much more easier for all kinds of the users, and it will be a possibility to make the swaps and so on. Thank you, Daniil, for such beautiful interface, for such cool designs and such nice colors. And also, if you click on the Connect wallet in the bottom left corner, you will see your address and your avatar. So when after the minting of your own unique NFTs with your avatars, you will able to add it here. But okay, now let's return to the presentation, to the next tabs.
Also here you could track the PHMN price right here. And next tab is claim. We will integrate all the networks to there. You will be able to claim it from there. Also, you will see here what's the time until the end, claim amount, and claim for the DAS especially right here for holding your PHMN and DAS in at this moment. It is in DAO zone. When we will launch our application, you would be able to lock it right here. Also, there you will be able to send magic transactions with using MetaMask. If you, for example, delegating Abmos with MetaMask. Also, you will be able to check the amounts in the spreadsheets also right there, how many tokens for which network you will receive. Also, there will be two tabs like a merge. We will have our own posthuman merge. It is already created and developed, but we have to make better version of the merch. We don't want to have a just regular t-shirts or something like that. We want to make a smart merch. We waiting for our NFC chips to integrate it directly to our merch. So you will be able to manage the data that will be stored directly in your NFC. So you would be able to work with that. You would be able to change some programs on them and so on. So it also would be announced as soon as possible, because waiting for Turkish borders to approve our Turkish customs to approve our package on the border. And also we will have a docs page. So everything might be shown in the future right there. Every information related with posthuman validator, with things we do and so on, everything you need will be directly in your personal page right here. We want to make user experience as smoothest as it possible for our delegators, for people who want to join us, for I haven't seen personal web pages for delegators. Maybe some validators have, maybe some validators don't have, but we want to be as an example of how. Yeah, Vladimir, go ahead.
Yes. Moreover, so this is our first step, how we want to integrate the people in the decentralized governance. So it means that if we want that people participate in the decentralized governance, it must be easy for the people. And we want to run the POSTSTATE, and in the POSTSTATE, people will need to tell, I dissatisfied with this governor, or I dissatisfied with this proposal, and so on. So this account, posthuman account, this is our first steps. It's just implement here all the functionality of the other different decentralized applications, as the DAO, as the Osmosis and Wind Exchange. But at our own blockchain, we also will have the DEXs, we will have the pools. In the governance, or can you click on the governance tab? For now, you can see this in this governance tab, what happens in the DAO. It's just a kind of the another interface for the DAO that looks little bit more stylish. So you even can hide the information to make the screenshot. For example, if you click on the eye near there, you can hide all in the information. But here will be not only the proposals about the posthuman validator. Here will be the proposals of the governors. If you will be the governor in the POSTSTATE, you will have little bit another user interface to create the proposals and to speak with other governors about proposals that you want to pass. If you are a citizen, you will have possibility to vote against governor, and you will see how many people also dissatisfied by the governor. You will see how many people dissatisfied by the other proposals. You will have possibility to offer your idea and tell, hey, governors, let's make this, let's make that. We want to create good and easy tool, user-friendly tool for every person, that every person can govern the digital POSTSTATE as they playing the game. When you are play the game, it's very easy. When you play the game, you can be the emperor of the empire, of the space empire. You can be a hero, so on. And our kids playing the Minecraft, they don't have any problems. They don't tell, oh, why so many tokens in this game? They operate with the crystals, orc, steel, wood, create something, and for them it's very easy. Why? Because it's the easy interface. So we want to do the same. We want to make the gamification of the process of the decentralized governance. That's even kid who can play the game can govern the digital decentralized post state. So this is our first steps. Also, we will add inner messenger that will be especially for the users who use this posthuman account, and it will show your avatar, and you will meet these avatars, and you can make some discussions, speak about the proposals, speaks about learn to earn, about all other functionality, entertainment functionality, education functionality, so on, so on. So this app will not only useful to earn the money and to manage your funds, it will also interesting decentralized application that will bring you a lot of fun and that will connect you better and better with other people from the community, because now we understand that the most strongest part of every project, this is the community. New developers come from the community. Yeah, if of course the developers are needed on the start of the any project, somebody needs to create the first code. But if projects are cool and nice, as the people from the community start to join, and new developers, new contributors come from the community, and as the community-based validator, we depends of the community delegations. We don't really depend from the delegations from the foundations. Many validators depends of these delegations from the foundations, and foundations can tell what to do to validators. And this is not the problem of the Cosmos networks. This is the problem, for example, of such networks as the Solana, where the validators is really nobody, because the foundation tells to them what to do. Update this again, and all validators do. In the Cosmos, another situation, and in the Cosmos we can see the power of the community, and we can see the power of the big amount of the small players, and that's why we think that the Cosmos ecosystem is so interesting, and this is why it's so interesting to develop this project, because this project is alive project. This is not like the job. This is the like a kind of the life. So moreover about the development of the community, today with us, Arion, I see, and Ekaterina, and you know that the Crew 3 program now renamed to the Zili, and Sergey, very nice. Valentin, you can to share maybe, maybe Sergey will share the information about the Crew 3 of the Posthuman, because we have so many new things.
Yes. I want to say some words about our Zili platform. It's X-Crew platform. I want to say some words. First of all, it's a cool platform for guide community to do useful work. For example, our validator. We use this platform. People do different tasks. These tasks are very useful for us and for our community. And we develop our validator together. I want to say that we have different categories in our Zili platform. For example, as you can see, its start category is subscribe to our social networks. Then you can work here with, for example, with DAS. You can read and different information about posthuman blockchain here. And of course, we have different missions for our community. You can create here different tweets, articles, infographic, join and for our TikTok and Instagram, and create a short video for this. And every quarter, for example, we have two proposals, and every quarter we reward participants of our program. We reward people for activity. For example, we have here leaderboard, and people get XP. For example, you can choose questions that you like, get for them XP, and then at the end of the quarter, we have proposal, and then we reward people, top people for this work. And of course, we reward not only for this program, we reward people for participation in different contests, in different activities. I want to show you a Discord 1 second. For example, now we have quiz contest every Wednesday. Now we have quiz contest in our general channel in Discord. It's very interesting. It's an online quiz about your knowledge of Cosmos ecosystem and about knowledge of posthuman validator. And it was it was very cool contest and very battle last Wednesday, and it will next Wednesday too. And we want that our community develop our validator together, so that it will be very interesting for them. And we create different tasks for our community. And for this task, for example, people receive an NFT for participation, and it's a well-built posthuman NFT. And then at the end of the quarter, when we create a proposal, we will reward these people too. And I want to say a few words about our Discord. I want to say that every serious project must have a Discord, and posthuman validator have Discord. Now we have almost 2,000 people in our Discord. Some people always said that Discord is very hard to understand how to use it. But I want to say that it's very simple and logical. And I show you a few minutes and I show you how it's easy to use. This is our Discord, posthuman Discord. As you can see in the left, it's an informational panel. You can see this some info, for example, how many people in our Discord, how people with different roles, OG roles, PHMN lucky role. Then you can see here rules of our Discord, official links, roles of our Discord, what they mean. You can read here, for example, delegator, what it means, holder, and etc. You can choose here different roles. You can choose, for example, your language role. If you choose Russian or Ukrainian role, it will open chat channel here, and you can, for example, chat with another people from community. In these channels you can't chat. These channels is for informational channels. Then we have big branch with informational channels about posthuman. What it means, for example, posthuman does, what it means, PHMN economics, roadmap, and etc. It's also informational channels. Next is information about POSTSTATE, information about different proposals, different announcements. We always post information here. This is airdrop channel. Our friend Asa post here very useful information about airdrops of Cosmos ecosystem, and you can read here all necessary information. YouTube channel, you can see here we have here YouTube bot that sent in this channel all video from crypto-based Twitter feed channel. In this channel bot and information from posthuman Twitter Cosmos ecosystem use. In this channel, special bot sent information from Cosmos ecosystem Twitter crew, X-crew, Zili task. It's also in this channel bot sent information about new quest in our Zili Plus. Then you can see some support channels. You can create here a ticket and communicate with administrators and core team in private chat in ticket for different questions. You can suggest different suggestions in this channel. You can post your contribution in this channel, and we create a document how to contribute. This is you can read here all information about how to do it with good quality, because it's necessary to do it quality, because many people don't know how to do it, and this is a cool guide. And next, you can see here general chat in English, and you can communicate with each other, and different language chats. And I want to say that Discord is very logical and simple and cool tool, because it's many information in one place. You can find here all the necessary information. You can find here all necessary announcements, and you can chat here with us.
Yeah, because from the first view it looks more complicated than the Telegram chat, But after you understand that when everything is by the categories, it's very easy to find the information directly about what you are interested in the moment. Yeah, and more big our community, more complex tools we need to make the better communication between the community members. Because when it's several thousands people in the Telegram group, it became a little bit more chaotic, and the Discord is answering for the needs of the community much more better. Don't be afraid to join the Discord, and maybe if at the beginning you will look at this and tell, oh my God, so many categories, very fast in the 2-3 days, you will understand, okay, this is really very logical and very easy to use it for the communication. And of course, everybody who is contributing and participating, we always will support these people, and we spend our treasury to incentivize the most active community members and those who want to be a part of the posthuman. You are welcome, because all of us will be posthumans. All will be.
Vladimir, I want to ask you, because we are speaking about it on the Russian-speaking community calls, but I haven't heard about it on English-speaking community calls. What users and PHMN holders might do with DAS currently? Could they request some funds for development from the treasury? Could they create proposals without asking the team, for example, or something like that?
Of course. So now I will share the video. Yes, and we already, so don't be afraid to use interface of DAO to participate in the decentralized governance. Of course, here is maybe not so beautiful interface as it will be in the app posthuman.digital, but you already can see that here exists treasury, and in this treasury we have funds, and we can create proposals, and we even can create sub-DAOs. If you want to take some responsibility in the development of the posthuman, we easily can create the sub-DAO to govern the posthuman validator. And here is where is the proposals. You always can create new proposal. And for now, even interface of the DAO give a lot of functionality to spend the treasury, to govern the DAO, to mint NFTs, add smart contracts, and so on and so on. So the functionality is really much more bigger than your needs, because sometimes you can find something here and tell, oh my God, I even can do this. So for now, we have the treasury, and we can spend this treasury for something useful, to develop something, to support somebody, to incentivize somebody. And every person who have a PHMN in DAS, who locked PHMN in DAS, can create these proposals. You just need to freeze 32 PHMN to create proposal. It's to prevent the spam proposals, but they will not be burned. Even if all people will vote no, PHMN will not be burned. It will return back to your account after the finishing of the proposal. It's 7 days. If you don't have 32 PHMN to raise the proposal, don't hesitate to write in the community, friends, I have an idea. Let's make this proposal. Let's do this. But I don't have 32 PHMN. Can somebody raise this proposal for me? We will find 32 PHMN to run the proposal, because for us it's much more important to have more good ideas to develop it faster. And we understand that if 2 or 5 people develop the project, it's very good. If 10 people develop the project, the process goes 2 times faster. If 50 people participate in the development of the project will go to the moon in the 5 seconds. And we was thinking a lot how we can update how we can accelerate the process of the decentralization. And we come to the very interesting idea. It's called the decentralized franchise. So for now, we have a very good validators. that contributing to the development of the many networks, but they are not so famous among the community because, for example, they can be a very technical validators. And when people make a good technical background, sometimes community don't see it because for this you need to go to the GitHub to look to the repository, to read the code and so on and so on. So, for example, one of such validator, it's a Web3 validator, Nikita, and he even joined Posthuman core team. But he still have some Web3 validators in other chains. And we come to this brilliant idea to create the decentralized franchise of the Posthuman validator. How it will be. The new validator, we will connect with such validator, look at his technical contributions and so on. And this validator will make his rename, like, for example, Web3 Forever Infinity PHMN. And we will create this list and announce who are participating in this decentralized franchise. When the new validator joined the decentralized franchise, the validator keep everything for him, the infrastructure control, all his spendings, it's on the validator. But this validator tell, also from my income, I will send 20% of my income into PHMN. So for the delegators, it will not be important to delegate to the posthuman to get PHMN or to delegate to the validator who joined the decentralized franchise. Because in both of the cases, the delegator will get PHMN on the same rules. So it means that we will just make more bigger amount of the funds going to the capitalization of the PHMN. For the validator, it's not a big deal. So it means if the validator have the commission 5% and 20% of income validator needs to send into PHMN capitalization, it means that the commission for the validator will be not 5 but 4%. What will get this validator? He will get a lot of new delegators. So let's look, for example, on the situation with the Juno and some panic thoughts of some delegators. Very often we met with such problem that some people come and tell, oh, look, Posthuman now in the top 10 of the Juno. Will I receive airdrops? Because I heard that if you delegate to the validator in the top 10, you will not receive airdrops in the future. Okay, we can find Web3 validator, Web3 Forever, number 103. Web3 Forever will join the decentralized franchise, and it will be our first decentralized franchise validator. And here is, you will see Web3 Forever PHMN. It means if you are afraid don't get the airdrops because of the delegating to the top 10 validators, you will have ability just to redelegate from Posthuman to the Web3. And you will receive PHMN or delegating by the Posthuman, or you will receive in PHMN by delegating to the Web3. The commissions will be the same, everything will be the same. Just you need to understand that the validator Posthuman and validator Web3 can vote by the different ways. Yeah, so it means we will keep the decentralization. We will have the connection based not on the trying to centralize something, but our consolidations in these economical questions. Because with new validators comes, they can be very good, and we want to support them. And we are already supporting a lot of different validators who are contributing, because for us, as for the holders and delegators of tokens of Cosmos ecosystem, for us it's not really important. Will you delegate to the Posthuman, or will you delegate to any other validator who are contributing to the network? Because if we can't do it, we outsource it. And this cooperation of the validators, it's this validator create the code, this validator create the guides, this validator develop the tools. This is very nice, delegate to all validators who are doing something. Because of the activity of every other validator, my own tokens and tokens of other delegators grew up in the price. Don't delegate to the centralized exchanges. When you delegate to the Kraken, Binance, or something like this, you just give your funds to the people who sell the coins, and the price of all our coins goes down because they just sell them and they don't really contribute. We will run this decentralized franchise, and it can be the situation when in the one network will be 5 or 10 different validators with different opinions, with different level of the contributions. Some of them will create tools, some of them will write the code, but all of them will send 20% of income into the PHMN. And delegators of posthuman of the validator in the who join the decentralized franchise will get this PHMN, and they can or sell it or hold it in the DAS and voting. And in our posthuman DAS, we can govern the parameters of the decentralized franchise. So what is franchise is in the centralized world? Some small group tell, oh, we have the cool name, we are known, we have good reputation, so you can pay to this small group to use this reputation to also to earn some funds and so on, to get some benefits. In our case, this is not the small centralized group. This is the wide community. So these funds will not go to me from the decentralized franchise, not to Valentin, not to the core team. These funds from the decentralized franchise will go to the capitalization of the PHMN. So it means it will be benefits for the all holders of the PHMN. And we just want to make this test on the several validators that are our friends and look at the statistics, what happens. So it means at the beginning, before the joining of the decentralized franchise, for example, Web3 validator had 100,000 delegation. After the joining in the 1 month, how it will be? Will it be profitable for the validators to join this franchise? And we think that totally yes, because if you need just to send 20% of your income to the PHMN capitalization and also some funds, some part of income, every validator who will join the franchise will need to send for the insurance, because if the slashing will happen, we need to return funds for the all delegators in case of the slashing. And every validator needs to send some part of income for this insurance. If nothing will happen, these funds can be returned back or so on. We can decide it together, because all activity of the posthuman validator it can be easily governed by the tools as the DAO, by the posthuman DAS. And if community have any other cool ideas how we can implement this decentralized franchise and who can use it, please, you're welcome. Let's make the process of the decentralization goes faster. Let's decentralize everything as it's possible.
Vladimir, could you explain one point? For example, if some validators will start to just add in the names like a PHMN and the infinity symbol just to impersonate your franchisee, what you will do?
So we will make the announcement. We already see how it happens. Some not good validators, for example, use the logo of the Cosmoverse and write, we are the Cosmoverse validator. And the Cosmoverse make an announcement. This is not we don't know who is it and why they use our names. So
some people also creating Binance nodes in different chains.
So what to do if some people are cheaters and try to tell that they are not those who they are? The Telegram and the Discord full of such users. They just copy your avatar, copy your username, and after start to write to the PM, to common users, and tell, hello, we are from the listing from the Binance. Hello, I'm a CZ. Just join the Telegram, want to know about your investments, and so on. Like what to do. People need to be educated and stop to be naive. Yeah, of course, we will not join any validator to the decentralized franchise, because for us, it's the question of our reputation, one, and for us, it's the question of the development of the network. It's a two, because we don't want to give the franchise to the person who do nothing, just selling revert, because they will make that our investments will go down in the price. For what we need to do it? We will give the franchise to those who do a lot and contribute a lot, because it's also, but we understand that these people may be not so strong in the community development, or not so strong in the some humanitarian part of the blockchain. And this is our strong side. So we need to help with our strong side to those who have strong technical side. We also have a strong technical side, and we also can help with many technical solutions. For the validators who will join the decentralized franchise, we will give the public RPC connections. We'll explain how to up the IBC reliers. We will help with the snapshots. We will help in the case of the updating if something not works, because we have the validators cool, even we have. And that's why we see sometimes very cool validators, very cool people with a lot of contributions. They just can't up in the active set because nobody really see what they do. And it's not a problem that they do nothing. There is just the problem that all they do, they post on the GitHub, and okay, they are 5 stars from their friends developers, but the community don't really see it. And also most of the community people can't really understand and what, okay, it's a GitHub, 5 stars repository, but what is written inside? Some text. Yeah, and we have this understanding of how this validator is effective in the contributing and the development of the networks. And if such validators want to up in the active set, we can help with the spreading of the information and with the support on the different level, and validator will get more delegations. But of course, why, if this validator get more delegations, it will be really cool if the part of this income, as we do, as everybody do, will go to the PHMN capitalization. It will be totally win-win solution when all PHMN holders will just get more in quantity of the income. The percentage will be totally the same, but the quantity will be bigger and bigger. It means just like now we have the total stake kind of the 15 million or something like this. Now you will understand that income to the PHMN goes not from the total stake of one validator, but from the total stake of many different validators. And validators will have the possibility, I will give income to the PHMN from this and this and this network. And they will choose the networks, and in these networks, we will give them, and we will announce in which network, which validator send a part of income to the PHMN capitalization. And if some of them will be cheaters and will tell the lie, we will spread the information. And so this is the big question of the reputation. If somebody wants to destroy the reputation to get some small profit on the short term, just to earn a little bit more from some users who don't really read and follow the Twitter or some announcements in the Telegram or Twitter, okay, they can do it, but it will be for the one day. And it's much more better for any person who is true person to cooperate on the long-term interests. When the person understands, okay, if I play by the rules, I will get good reward. If I will break the rules, I will lose reward in the future. And that's how the whole vision of the blockchain is based. It's no real punishment. yeah, you can, it's just no reward if you don't play by the rules. And the interest to be incentivized force players to play by the rules, and this is beautiful. Maybe if somebody have any questions or to tell something, I see Asa here.
Yeah, could you share maybe some news about your participation in real life events on upcoming of them?
The biggest event that is coming, it's a Ethereum conference, community conference number 6 that will be in the Paris, and I will go there again as the volunteer. Very nice. I was the volunteer on the Ethereum community conference number 5, and I really like it. And people who organize this tell, oh, you was good volunteer, maybe you want to be a volunteer lead. And I tell, why not? I am ready to help on any levels. Like if it's possible for me, it's very interesting. And also a lot of good friends from the different projects will also come, because it will be a lot of side events. You even don't join the Ethereum community conference number 6, just come to the Paris to participate in the side events. The last year it was kind of 140 side events for and it was impossible to visit all of them, but you will find a lot of cool projects also based on Cosmos and so on. This event, I think, is one of the most interesting events that will be also, it will be the Nebular Summit, and it will be in the same days. And the Join Nebular Summit, you still have possibility to buy the early bird ticket, only $39. Nebular Summit, I will share the screen. A lot of cool and nice people will be there. We will make the videos. We will make the video review. It will be in July 24-25 in Paris. This is one of the most weighted event. It will be, as you can see, in the same days as the Ethereum conference. A lot of cool and nice speakers. We will see people from the Neutron and so on, so on. So if you have the possibility to travel in the European Union, or you are in the France, join the Nebular Summit. It will be very interesting. Try to join the Ethereum community conference, because it's also very cool and nice. Even if we believe much more in the Cosmos ecosystem, and even if we think that the technical solutions are much more better in the Cosmos than in Ethereum. Ethereum still have very big community, a lot of interesting people, a lot of interesting developers, and we need to use this platform also to see and to meet interesting people and to tell them about the beautifulness of the Cosmos. So friends, if no more questions for this town hall, very good. If you have questions, please ask questions. We will answer. But if
friends,
not,
also, if you watching this video on the recording, just to make you sure that you could ask us about something on the YouTube, on the Posthuman community chat, in Discord, everywhere you want. And we are always open for any kind of suggestions, proposals, and so on and so on.
So friends, it was nice to see all of you. Keep on contact, decentralize everything.
Yeah. Bye-bye.